Boy, and the 32 is Tim Baker. 8 cars running in qualifier number 2. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Mark Karen showing the way with the number 5. Josh Allen pushes up the racetrack. He gets a piece of the 60 of Roger LeBounty. And here comes the 11 and the 21 as the brothers Rabtoy move through on the inside. Lance trying to hustle to that 3rd spot. Dave trying to move into the 5th position with the 21, and they both will advance. Out front, it's Mark Karen with a 5 car. That's the 61 of Senior Speed, the 11 of Lance Rabtoy, the 60 of Roger LeBounty. LeBounty on the outside trying to get back in the hunt for that 3rd position. Lance Rabtoy working on the inside, still has it. Dave Rabtoy runs right off of his brother's back bumper in the 5th spot. Mark Karen's lead is about 2 car lengths over Speedy Brissett. Karen running a middle line. Oh, Speedy bobbled in 2, drifted up the racetrack. Oh, talk about drifting. There goes Roger LeBounty off the backstretch through the bunker, and he will lose a whole bunch of spots before he finally rejoins at the back of the pack. Speedy Brissett bobbled in 2, and that allowed Lance Rabtoy as well as Dave Rabtoy to move underneath. The 5 of Mark Karen showing the way. Lance Rabtoy trying to close in with the 11 car. Then it's a car link back to Dave Rabtoy, who's running 3rd. 4 car lengths back to Chad Provost in the number 6, who was in the 4th spot. Speedy continues to run a higher line with a 61, and he's back to the 5th position as they're halfway in qualifier number 2. Mark Karen in the 5. Here comes Lance Rabtoy, who's gone to the top of the racetrack. Picked up some momentum using the progressive banking on the top of the speedway. Here he comes into turn number 4, trying to get to the door of the 5, but here comes the 21 of Dave Rabtoy to the inside. The brothers Rabtoy racing for the 2nd spot, both eyeing the top position. That's where Mark Karen is right now in the 5 car. Lance Rabtoy working the rim, Dave Rabtoy working the inside. Dave Rabtoy in the 21 trying to take the 2nd position away from his brother. He's done that. Now he's trying to take the top spot away from Mark Karen, and he's done that at the stripe. Dave Rabtoy has the lead with the number 21. Less than 2 laps remaining in qualifier number 2 for the Renegades. It's Dave Rabtoy. Lance Rabtoy has gone back down to the inside of the racetrack, trying to get to the 2nd spot. Still at his door is Mark Karen in the 5. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Dave Rabtoy. Oh, there goes Speedy spinning over at turn number 4. Somebody just missed him. That was the 60 of Roger LeBounty. Speedy gets the car rolling again. Will stay under green. White flag is out. Final set of turns for Dave Rabtoy. Dave Rabtoy in the 21 races off the 4th turn. There's an opening for Lance on the inside. Drag race for the win. It's going to be Dave Rabtoy on the outside. Lance Rabtoy 2nd, 3rd to Chad Provost with the 6, 4th to Mark Karen with a 5, and it's Roger LeBounty in the 60, Josh Allen in car 10, and then the 61 for Senior Speed. Point man Robin Wood from Plattsburgh. Then it is the 8 car for Kenny St. Germain. He's from Sable Forks, and shotgun on the field is Brandon Atkins in the number 68. All right, 10 cars running, 2nd qualifier, taking the green, and there goes Dan Sullivan with a 3 from the outside to the point. Down the backstretch, Rick Frenier looking inside, Tyler Terry looking outside as they try to race around the 56 of Casey St. Clair for the 3rd spot. Robin Wood working on the inside with the number 61. He's running 3 wide for the 4th position. Tyler Terry has 4th right now with a 44. Robin Wood wants 4th, and he has it going into turn number 3. They're dead even going into the 4th turn as they fight for the 4th spot. Give it to Robin Wood, who is now eyeing 3rd to the inside of Rick Frenier, 77. Out front, it's Danny Sullivan with a 3. The 39 of Bill Sawyer runs in the 2nd spot. Robin Wood coming through for 3rd. And it's Rick Frenier in the 77 running in the 4th position. The Battle of Michigan stands in this qualifier as you've got the 3, the McSweeney's car out front, and the Michigan's plus 77 running in 4th. The Red Hots running 1st and now 5th as the 77 drifts back to the 5th spot as Tyler Terry moves through on the inside to take 4th away. Sullivan leads. Sawyer is 3 car lengths off of his back bumper. Sullivan takes it right up against the wall off the 4th turn, maintaining that advantage along the front stretch. But closing in is Robin Wood. The Ganieka Bingo number 61. He takes the Rennerec car into the 3rd spot, and now he is just 2 car lengths off of Bill Sawyer's 39 and closing quickly. Behind Robin, it's Tyler Terry in the 44. Halfway in qualifier number 2. Robin Wood is at the door of Bill Sawyer. as they're even for second in turn number 2. Sawyer gets a good run on the top of the racetrack. Robin Wood is still there on the inside. Dan Sullivan shows the way out front. Robin Wood trying to come through on the inside to get that second spot. Bill Sawyer not going away without a fight, though. As they race along the front stretch, it's still Bill Sawyer by a foot for the second spot. Robin Wood in the 61. Still trying to move through on the inside. Bobbled over in turn number 2. It looked like he was going to be able to take second away off 2, but had a little bobble, and that allowed the 39 to hang on to second through much of the backstretch. Let's see this time off turn number 4. A good line for Robin off the 4th turn. He's got second at the line. Robin Wood goes to the second spot. Bill Sawyer back to 3rd. 4th is Tyler Terry. 5th is Rick Frenier. 6th, Howard Stoner. 7th, Nick Lagoy in the 96. 7th, make that 8th rather, is Brandon Atkins in the 68. Then it's Casey St. Clair and Kenny St. Germain. 2 laps to go for Dan Sullivan. Can Sullivan hold off Robin Wood, who is closing quickly? It was 4 car lengths, it was 3 car lengths, it was 2 car lengths, and it's now 1 along the backstretch into the 3rd turn. Robin Wood closing in on the back bumper. White flag is out this time for Dan Sullivan. He's got 1 to go. The lead is inside a car length. Wood looks to the inside over in turn number 2. Sullivan a little bit loose off the 2nd turn. Might have had some help in getting that condition. The 61 again trying to pull right back up on the back bumper. He'll look to the inside. It'll be a drag race for the checkered flag. Here they come along the front stretch. Dan Sullivan gets the win. 2nd to Robin Wood. 3rd, Bill Sawyer. 4th to the 44 of Tyler Terry. 5th to Rick Frenier. 6th, Howard Stoner. 7th, Nick Lagoy. 8th, Brandon Atkins. 9th, Casey St. Clair. And 10th goes to Kenny St. Germain with the number 8. The 6 is Chad Blair, and shotgun on the field is Brad Shova in the 4X. He's from North Bangor, New York. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Too much of a jump on the inside for the number 18 of Chris Kaye. All right, ready to run. Let's see if it works out better this time. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Minus the roof. The Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds race off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Pierre Berthiaume thinking 3 wide into turn number 3. He's able to make it work. Backed out of it a little bit with that number 1 car. Out front, the 18 of Chris Kaye. Right with him, though, the 55 of Matt Woodruff. Woodruff goes to the top of the racetrack. Off of turn number 2, he'll take the lead away down the backstretch. Pierre Berthiaume in the 1, the 26, Todd Ormsby. Here comes Berthiaume through on the inside. He's going to go to the 4th spot. Without the roof, teams trying to figure out the right setup for the racing action tonight. The 55 of Matt Woodruff is on the move out front. He's got a pretty good setup, at least for now, underneath him, as he is pulling away from second-place runner Chris Kaye in the 18. Kaye battling it out with Mike Riel for the 2nd spot. Riel on the outside with the 0-2. Trying to get to the 2nd spot around the outside of Chris Kaye. Here comes Pierre Berthiaume closing in on the battle as well. Out front, it's Matt Woodruff with a double nickel. Running in the 2nd spot, it is now Mike Riel with the 0-2. Back to 3rd in the 18 is Chris Kaye. Then it's the 1 of Berthiaume on the outside. Here comes Berthiaume working the top of the racetrack. He will put his nose out there for the 3rd spot. And closing in quickly is Todd Ormsby in the number 26. So Chris Kaye sliding back with the number 18. Todd Ormsby went right to the top of the track. He's going to lose a spot to Greg Atkins. Trying to hustle and get into the top 5 to pick up handicap for the feature event. And Atkins has just moved into that 5th spot. An important pass for Greg Atkins to get around Todd Ormsby with a 26. Behind Ormsby, it's Michel Vienne in the 46. Then the 11 of Don Scarborough, who is not moving as well as we've seen that 11 car earlier in the season. The 6 for Chad Blair, slow and headed back to the garage area. Chad had problems in the last practice session as well with that number 6. Actually, it was the middle practice session for the Modifieds that he had problems, and he is limping his way back to the garage. Out front, Matt Woodruff, 2 laps to go for the double nickel. His lead is almost half the front stretch over Mike Riel. Pierre Berthiaume 3rd. He is pulled away from the 1 New York of Greg Atkins. 5th is Todd Ormsby in the 26. Back to 6th, Chris Kaye with the 18. White flag is out for the 55 of Matt Woodruff. Woodruff is 13th in points, and he's on his way to picking up the win in qualifier number 1. Final time for Woodruff off of turn number 4. Here he comes along the front stretch. Checkered flag for Matt Woodruff. He wins. Second, Mike Riel. Third, Pierre Bertillon. Fourth, Greg Atkins. Fifth, Todd Ormsby. Sixth, Chris Caillet. Seventh, to Michel Vien. Eighth, to Don Scarborough. Ninth, Brad Shova with the 4X.
Qualifier number 1 picks it up off turn 4. Green flag is out. Good jump for Sign on the outside. He's going to lead him up the backstretch. Here comes Joyle on the move in the 58 on the inside. He's got the lead as they head into turn 3. He's going to bring the Superstar right with him. Myers moves into the number 2 spot. Coro moves up on the inside. He'll look to take third spot away. Your leader, Bill Joyle Sr. in the 58, but here comes the Superstar on the inside, trying to find a way through. Chad Collins moves up between cars. He's moved into the 5th spot, and Bill Joyle's 57 has now moved into the 6th spot on the inside. It's still Joyle Sr. in the 58 and the Superstar in the 75, but here comes the charge of the 57. Billy Joyle moves the 57 into the number 3 spot as the Bombers are halfway. Mr. Cheez-It in that 36 is taken 4th. Coro's back to 5th. Not for long. Here comes Collins looking to the inside of the 6th car. 2 to go this time by for Bill Joyle Sr. But Bill Joyle Jr. on the move on the inside of the Superstar. They race together up the backstretch. And now the 57 of Joyle will take that number 2 spot. And we've got father and son running 1-2 once again. White flag is out. Here comes the 57 on the inside for the lead. Billy Joyle, your new leader. Bill Joyle Sr. back to the number 2 spot. And it's Cody Myers in the number 3 spot. Checkered flag coming out. This time your winner, Bill Joyle in the 57. The old man finishes 2nd. 3rd spot goes to the 75 of the Superstar with Mr. Cheese at 4th. And 5th spot to the 22 of Chad Collins. Shotgun and Archer pick it up as they come off turn 4. They are down to the green. Josh Leclerc thinking about a 3-wide move, but the 23 drifts up in front of him. And he'll think about a middle move up the backstretch. Is there enough room? No! Nice job by Leclerc to hold on, as well as Archer, who got a bit of a tap coming down the backstretch. Shotgun leads the way. Archer's 2nd. Fuster is on the inside. He's going to get passed by the 20 of Jamie LaFountain. Fuster comes back right in the middle. They're 3 wide once again as they come off turn 4. Rick Donor trying to find a way by on the bottom of the racetrack. He's moved into the number 6 spot. Jamie LaFountain is your new leader, and he is driving away. LaFountain, like he was shot out of a cannon, has left this field behind. Halfway, a Speedy Brissett moves into the number 2 spot. Here comes the 95. Donor takes 3rd. Seymour back to 4th. Leclerc is 5th. 6th is the 26 of Brusso. Fuster is 7th. And Jenkins 8th. 2 to go. It's been all Jamie LaFountain since lap number 3. He has driven away from this field and extended his advantage. The battle now for the number 2 spot. Donor on the inside. Brissett on the outside. White flag out. Good battles going on in the middle of the pack, but up front, Jamie LaFountain is stinking this one up. He is winning it for fun. Donor well behind in the number 2 spot. He would have to sprout wings to try to run down LaFountain. It's not going to happen. Jamie LaFountain, your winner. Donor finishes second. Third spot to Speedy Brissett. Fourth to the 7 of Josh LeClaire, and Matt Brusso rounds out the top 5 in the 26.
Point lead on the line. It's just 2. Kevin Booten, 2-point lead over the 7 of Lonnie Rivers and 12 points over the 11 of Lance Rabtoy. Here they come, 25 laps the distance. Green flag's out. And right off the bat, they're 3 wide into turn number 1. The 1 of Cody Benoit was able to find room to the inside of the 6 of Chad Provost. Now he finds room to the inside of the 3 of Dave Drake. They're 4 wide into the third turn. Going with them is Kevin Booten on the inside. Booten's trying to follow the 1 through on the inside towards the front of the pack. Chad Provost in the 6, trying to get his car down in front of the 25. He's able to do it. Benoit moving now to the inside of Joe Warren's number 13. Out front, it's Mark Karen the 5. Josh Terry the 43 runs second. Side by side for third. Here comes the 0. Keith O'Neill coming through on the inside. He's trying to get that second spot. Some of the top point guys running right inside the top 10. Benoit continues to charge to the front. Benoit is on the move. He started about 13th. Oh, look out. We got cars mixing up in 3 and 4. Franklin in the 69 drifted up the racetrack. Lance Rabtoy off the pace with car number 11. Yellow flag is out. So counting tonight, 3-point races remain for the Renegades. All right, here they come through turn 4, down the front stretch, racing again in the Renegades. 3 laps complete. Mark Karen trying to hang on to the lead. There goes Josh Terry by the outside. There goes Lonnie Rivers. There goes Chad Provost spinning to the infield. The 6 goes spinning down to the infield. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. And this will all go for naught. Lonnie Rivers had taken the flag, had taken the lead, I should say, as I watched the Chief Starter dig out the black flag, pointing at it, looked like at Kevin Booten in the 25. All right, ready to run again. Here come the Renegades off turn number 4. Green flag. Again, Josh Terry trying to take the lead off turn number 2. Lonnie Rivers trying to go with him. At 3 wide. There goes Benoit again, down to the inside, into turn number 3. Making a 3-wide move. Trying to get 4th away. He will. Trying to get 3rd away from Lonnie Rivers. Maybe going for the lead along the front stretch. The lead is Josh Terry's at the stripe. Second is Mark Karen. Battle for 3rd between the 1 and the 7. Karen drifts up the track. Here comes the 1 looking inside down the backstretch. Cody Benoit trying to take that second spot away from Mark Karen. Karen works the middle line. Drifts up the track at a 4. Here comes Benoit in the 1. He's got second. He's eyeing the lead on the inside. Lonnie Rivers in the 7 car trying to get down in front of the 0 of Keith O'Neill. He will for 4th. Keep an eye on the 1. He's got room to the inside of Josh Terry. Terry likes that higher line around the track. He'd better take away the low line because the 1's about to take it from him. Here comes Cody Benoit off turn number 4. At the stripe, the 43 had the lead by a foot. But Benoit plowing through on the inside. He's flying in the 1 car. He's got the lead off 2, and he's starting to pull away down the backstretch. Cody Benoit looking for his 3rd win of the season. Has the lead into turn number 4. Off the 4th turn down the front stretch. He'll finish the pass. Cody Benoit leads. Josh Terry runs 2nd. Lonnie Rivers runs 3rd. Rivers looking now to the inside of Terry for the 2nd spot. Right behind Lonnie Rivers, it's the 0 of Keith O'Neill running 4th. Robert Gordon on the move. He's up to the 5th spot with the H2O. Mark Karen 6th. 7th is Don Franklin. 8th, Joe Warren. 9th, Roger Labounty. Dave Rabtoy runs 10th. 11th is Rob Favreau. Running 12th is Lance Rabtoy. Lance Rabtoy trying to get back to the top 10. 3rd place point man. Kevin Booten just outside the top 10. Make that just outside the top 12. Lance Rabtoy is 12th. 13th is Booten in the number 25. Out front, Cody Benoit leading the 7 of Lonnie Rivers by 5 car lengths. The 0 of Keith O'Neill going to the 2nd spot. Here comes Robert Gordon looking to the inside of O'Neill's car for 3rd. 3 cars battling for the 3rd spot. O'Neill in the 0 has it for now, but Robert Gordon's moving. Another car that often comes to life late in the season. Robert Gordon has been charging in the point standings, and he's charging towards the front. Here comes the H2O Will Drilling car going for third. At the stripe, he's got it. Keith O'Neill goes back to fourth. Fifth is Josh Terry. Sixth is Don Franklin with a 69. Seventh is Dave Raptoy. Eighth, Joe Warren. Ninth, the 60 of Roger Labounty. Lance Raptoy trying to get to the top 10 as they're racing 3 wide behind him. The 27, the 6, the 25 running 3 wide. They're racing for the 12th spot behind Mark Karen, who's 11th. 12th is now the 25 of Booton. But running in the second spot is car number 7 for Lonnie Rivers. Rivers stands to really have a good pickup in the points. You finish second, you get 50 points. 11th nets you 28. That's a 22-point differential. So Lonnie Rivers right now would really stand to pick up. He could have potentially a 20-point lead going into next week. 10 laps to go next time by for Cody Benoit, who works over in turn number 2. He continues to pull away from Lonnie Rivers. We've got a car up near the wall in turn number 4. The 60, the 25 of Booton was up against the wall as well, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. 14 laps complete for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. Slow pace set by Benoit in the 1. Here he comes off for green flag. He takes Lonnie Rivers right up by the wall along the front stretch. Rivers trying to hang with him over in turn number 2. Drifts up the track in 2. Lonnie Rivers just off his back bumper. Rivers in line, running into turns 3 and 4, trying to get to the back bumper of Cody Benoit. Can't quite get there. Benoit a little sideways off 4, but pulling away. 10 laps to go for Cody Benoit. Lonnie Rivers running second. Robert Gordon is third. Keith O'Neill fourth. Dave Raptoy into the top 5. He's fifth. Josh Terry back to the 6th spot. Don Franklin running in the 7th position. He's side by side, running door to door with a 13 of Joe Warren. They race side by side for 7th. Lance Raptoy coming through in the 11 car. Lance is up to the 8th spot. Kevin Booton trying to move with him. Keep an eye on some of those cars that are running mid-pack. Those are guys near the top of the point standings, and they are trying to fly to salvage a better finish as lap 17 goes up on the board. They've got 8 laps to work with, but they don't want to lose sight of Lonnie Rivers in the point race. Rivers is a car length off the back bumper of Cody Benoit, and he's hanging right with him, closing in on the back bumper in turns 3 and 4. Benoit really muscled that race car in the early laps of the race. As car number 7 better managed his car, will he be able to have something for him in the closing laps? The lead's a car length, almost 1.5 along the backstretch. Chad Provost trying to get to the inside of the 11 of Lance Raptoy. Raptoy looking to the outside of the 69 of Don Franklin. Franklin working a middle line around the racetrack. Chad Provost with car number 6 trying to move on the inside. Lance Raptoy in the 11 goes on the outside as they run 3 wide of the 3rd turn. Raptoy gets to the turn in time. Let's see if he can get the car down in front of the 6 of Chad Provost. He will. Kevin Booton trying to come through with a 25. 5 laps to go. Inside 5 laps for Cody Benoit in the 1. The 7 of Lonnie Rivers running in that 2nd spot, now falling back almost 2 car lengths behind the leader. Benoit leads, Rivers 2nd, 3rd, Robert Gordon 4th, Dave Raptoy 5th, Keith O'Neill 6th, Josh Terry. 7th is Lance Raptoy. Battle on for 8th, and it's a good one. Kevin Booton in the 25. Chad Provost in car number 6, racing for the 8th spot. Those 2 cars got together earlier in the race. Car spinning in the middle of the backstretch. It's the 10 of Josh Allen, and that will bring out a yellow flag with 22 laps showing complete. All right, this should be a good finish, everybody. 22 laps complete. Benoit, Rivers, here they come. Off turn number 4. Green flag. Robert Gordon looks to the inside of the 7 car down the backstretch off turn number 2. Battle for second. Rivers gets the right side tires off the backstretch. He's sliding back to 3rd. Dave Raptoy trying to put him back another spot. Out front, it's Cody Benoit. 2 laps to go for Benoit, who's pulling away. Robert Gordon in the 2nd position. Dave Raptoy trying to get inside Lonnie Rivers for that 3rd spot over at turn number 2. We got a spin. Rob Favreau goes around with a 27. Yellow flag comes out. Yellow. All right, this should be good. Here they come off of turn number 4. On the hammer down the front stretch. Green flag. Benoit gains some separation from the 2nd place cars. Rivers is trying to get that 2nd spot away from Robert Gordon. Gordon with a good run on the top of the racetrack. Trying to pull with him the 21 of Dave Raptoy on the outside. Gordon's back to 2nd. Raptoy moving on the outside. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Cody Benoit. Benoit leading by a car length and a half. They're side by side for 3rd. Keith O'Neill, the 0, runs right off the back bumper of the 7 car. That's the good battle in a racetrack. Car around over at turn number 1. That's the 8 of Don Brissett. He gets it rolling. We stay under green. Here they come through 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Cody Benoit wins 3rd time this season. Gordon 2nd, Rivers 3rd, Raptoy 4th, 5th O'Neill, 6th to Kevin Booth, and 7th Josh Terry in car number 43. Cody Benoit with car number 1 charging early in the race towards the front, took the lead early on, held off several late race restarts to get his 3rd win of the season with the 1 car. All right, Rick, 3rd win of the season for Cody Benoit, climbing out of his car. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. Cody wins for the 3rd time. And Cody, I was watching you when the green flag dropped. Come on over here so everybody can see you. I was watching you when the green flag dropped, and you were 3 wide going into turn number 1 right at the drop of the green flag. You wanted to go early in the race.
The spot was there. I mean, I ain't making spots anymore. I'll just take them as they give them to me. I want to thank everybody who helped me on this car, especially Kale. If it wasn't for Kale, I wouldn't be out here. I want to thank Liquor and Wine Warehouse, WRS Investments, my means, my pops. I want to dedicate this win to my brother because he got hurt last night.
Cody, it looked like the car was really hooked wherever you wanted it to go. Talk about, in the closing laps, you had a lot of restarts there that you had to deal with. What were you thinking on the restarts?
The car actually freed up after the first caution. Once I got a good run going, car freed up, so we got to tighten it up. Other than that, I just want to thank all the fans for coming out.
Congratulations on win number 3. You got to be having a lot of fun with this race car.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Cody Benoit. He gets his 3rd win. In the 39, Haywood in the 29. Haywood starting to pull away on the outside. Sawyer back with him now. Green flag. Over in turn number 2. Here comes Sawyer again. It's deja vu from the previous restart. Nick Haywood really had a good restart on the outside. Sawyer was able to pull away along the backstretch. Let's see what happens off 4. Nick Haywood's right with him. Along the front stretch, it's still Sawyer by about a half car length. Nick Haywood not going away, though. He's still there on the outside. So is Jamie Begor. Begor trying to get around Sean Duquette, who bobbled over in turn number 2. He goes to 3rd. Here comes Duquette back on the inside. Sawyer drifts up a little bit, going into turn number 4. Sean Duquette's right on his back bumper. Here comes the 29 back after him. Robin Wood is in the hunt as well. He's running in the 5th spot. Bill Sawyer, the 39. Nick Haywood, the 29. Is there room in the middle? Here comes Begor. Begor gets around Duquette. Gets down to the inside. Duquette back hard on the inside. Jamie Begor in the 19, right on the back bumper now, the 39, as they race for that 2nd spot. 3 car. Oh, they touch over at turn number 1. Sawyer drifted up the track. Got a piece of the 29 of Haywood. Haywood went to the top of the racetrack. Great save by Nick Haywood. Jamie Begor right there in the 19. Begor looks down low. Right on his back bumper, the 18 of Sean Duquette. A race off turn number 4. Bill Sawyer leading. Jamie Begor 2nd at the stripe by a foot. 3rd, it's Nick Haywood on the outside. Haywood coming back after that 2nd spot. Jamie Begor bobbles on the inside off 2. Haywood's back to 2nd on the outside. Begor closing on the back bumper. 4th is Sean Duquette. He's got a good battle in the right behind the cars that are battling for the 2nd position, Begor and Haywood. Out front, Bill Sawyer. Nick Haywood slowly closing in on the outside. Jamie Begor still there on the inside. We've got cars spinning again over in turn number 2. Near the back of the pack, it's another yellow flag. All right, ready to run again. Here they come off 4, green flag. Another good restart for Nick Haywood on the outside. He's got the lead headed towards turn number 2. But here comes Sawyer back on the inside. Running 3 wide towards the back of the pack. That could be a dangerous combination. Haywood's got the lead over at turn number 3. The 39 of Sawyer trying to fight back on the inside. Sawyer with a bobble off 4. Down to the start-finish line. Nick Haywood's got the lead of the line by 2 feet. Sean Duquette's gone to 3rd on the outside. Bill Sawyer loose with a 39. Jamie Begor trying to close back in. Begor right now is in the 4th spot. Duquette's at his door on the outside running 3rd. Battle for the lead this time by Bill Sawyer's going to lead the lap. Sawyer gets the lead back. 2nd, the 29 of Haywood. 3rd at the stripe, it looked like Begor with a 19. Duquette back to the 4th position. It looks like they're ready to take the green flag again, running door to door in the top 6 positions. Sawyer and Haywood. Here they come along the front stretch. This time it's Sawyer again by about a foot. Almost touching over at turn number 1. They drift up the track. Begor trying to get to the inside. Can't quite get there down the backstretch. Going to turn number 3. Not there. Sawyer and Haywood continue to do battle. Continue to run door to door around the racetrack. Down to the stripe this time. It's the 39 again. Sawyer leading by about 3 feet. Haywood right with him on the outside. Again, they drift up the track. Again, Begor tries to get the nose underneath. 3 wide. No, backed out of it going into turn number 3. Almost even going to the 4th turn. The 39 of Sawyer was loose into turn number 4. Haywood's going to get the lead back. You could see the 39 bobble coming into turn number 4. That gave Nick Haywood a chance to get the lead back on the outside, and he does. Haywood's the leader. Sawyer 2nd. 3rd, Duquette. Begor running in the 4th spot. Right behind them, Bill Thwaites and Robin Wood are battling it out for position. This time it's Bill Sawyer back to the lead with a 39. They drift up the track, touching in turn number 1. Begor coming back to the 3rd spot, looking inside off turn number 2. It's the 39 leading, the 29 right with him. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Even going into the 4th turn. Off turn number 4 down the front stretch. Bill Sawyer staying in the lead. Nick Haywood working the outside of the track. Jamie Begor trying to get the nose underneath off 2. Couldn't do it. Rear end kicked out a little bit. That gives a little momentum to the 18 of Sean Duquette on the outside. Side by side racing for the top 6 positions. Lap 18 goes up on the board. Almost dead even at the stripe. That time scoring had Nick Haywood in the lead. Jamie Begor thinking 3 wide down the backstretch. Begor trying to get there to 3. They touch going to the 3rd turn. Sawyer tries to save it. Here comes Robin Wood. Cars spinning over at turn 4. They pile up. Yellow flag. Cars. 2 drivers in the front row looking for their first victory this year. It's a slow pace as they go into turn number 4. Here they come off the 4th turn. Down to the stripe. Green flag. Sean Duquette works the outside with the 18 car, trying to head to lead. Nick Haywood pushes up the racetrack. Here comes Robin Wood looking inside. Wood looks to the inside, down the backstretch into turn number 3. Trying to get to the inside of Nick Haywood's 29 car. Sean Duquette leads out front as they battle for the 2nd spot off 4. Down to the stripe. Robin Wood is 2nd. Nick Haywood back to 3rd. Falling back, the 2 cars battling in that 2nd spot. Now Robin Wood clears Nick Haywood. He's 3 car lengths behind Sean Duquette with 6 laps to work with. Actually about 5 1/4 as they race off turn number 4. Down the front. Oh, look out, we got cars spinning. Kenny St. Germain spins, gets a piece of Jamie Begor, and yellow flag. Picking them off one by one. Now he's got to go to the top. All right, should be good. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Even to 1. Duquette right down along the inside of the racetrack. Robin Wood puts the nose out there for the lead off turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Robin Wood has the lead going to 3. Sean Duquette trying to fight back on the inside. Here they come off of turn number 4. Robin Wood takes it right up against the wall. He's the new leader. Robin Wood in the lead. It was about 4 feet at the stripe. Now he gets a good run off 2. Duquette bobbled in 2. So the 61 drives away off the second turn. Bill Sawyer in the 39, limping back towards the pits. Yellow flag is out. Right front tire down on the 39. Yep. All right, here they come off of turn number 4 again. Green flag. Robin Wood on the bottom of the racetrack now, drifting up off 2. Sean Duquette takes the lead back on the outside. Even into turn number 3, we got another yellow flag. The 35 and the 86 getting together. Travis Bruno 8th, Howard Stoner 9th. Van Sullivan rounds out the top 10. 4 laps remain. When that last yellow came out, Sean Duquette had nosed out in front on the outside on the restart. Let's see if he can try to do that again. He starts to pull away. Now Robin Wood punches it on the inside. Here they come. Green flag. .33, Travis Bruno getting around the 56 of Casey St. Clair. Now the 61 of Robin Wood leading out front. The 18 of Sean Duquette trying to look outside. Does he want to get back down to the inside? Oh, look out. We got cars spinning again. Turn 4, yellow flag. All right, on the gas again. Here they come. Green flag. Tyler Terry really driving a high line into 1, working the top of the racetrack. Boy, he picked up a real bunch of momentum coming off of 2. Closed right up on the back bumper. Nick Haywood in the 29. The 69 of Bill Thwaites off the pace. He drifts up the racetrack. Look out, everybody trying to miss him down the backstretch. Going into 3 and 4, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Rick, would you like to venture a guess how long this race has taken so far? 48 minutes. Green flag. Bill Sawyer and Jimmy Bushy almost getting together over in turn number 2. Racing for position. White flag is out. White flag. Robin Wood leading. Sean Duquette second. Nick Haywood third. Brandon Atkins fourth. Here they come for the final time off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Robin Wood wins for the 5th time. Sean Duquette second. Nick Haywood third. Brandon Atkins fourth. 5th, it looked like Bill Sawyer. 6th, either Howard Stoner or Jamie Begor, as they finally wrap up this J&S Steel Sportsman feature event.
Robin, a nice round of applause as he gets his 5th win of the season. Again, he'll go back on top of the points. And Robin, do you have any words to explain what we just witnessed?
Horrible. I mean, that was a really bad race. I mean, we usually drive better than that, but it's usually the same guys that bring out the cautions every week. And luckily, I was able to make it through. I know a lot of guys weren't, but that was pretty much the key part of the race for us.
Well, I think certainly you were able to find a line down to the inside. Jamie Begor was going 3 wide for the lead. Looked like he had room on the inside, and then there was contact over in turn number 3, and you missed it. Tell me what you saw.
Yeah, I think Wild Bill drifted. He takes a wide entry going in the corner. I think Jamie stuck his nose in there, and Wild Bill closed the door, and Jamie lifted for him, but it was too late for that. We were all so bunched up that it just caused a big wreck.
And then, of course, you had to deal with a bunch of restarts down the stretch. But again, this car really seemed to hook down on the inside, and that's where you were most of the time.
Yeah, I think the car ran the best on the bottom tonight. I think I took the lead from Sean on the outside, but the car was kind of boggy on the restarts. But other than that, the car was pretty good. I got to thank my sponsors, of course, Rent-A-Wreck, Melissa's Barbershop, Ganonka Territorial Bingos, Daniel Signs, and I got to thank my crew, Dad, Rudy, Erica, of course, Nikki, Tyler, and I got to dedicate this to my grandmother who passed away earlier this week, and this one's for her.
All right, congratulations, Robin. Win number 5.
Thank you.
Okay, Robin Wood, everybody.
Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds, ready to run. Here they come off of turn number 4 along the front stretch. Green flag. Adam Bartamy headed towards the infield as it boxed up, coming to take the green flag at turn 4. Bartamy's the only guy that really gets shuffled in the wrong direction. As they race through 3 and 4, leading lap number 1, Max Vien in the 25. Dan Brown coming back after him on the inside. Remember, $250 bonus if you win and your name is not Martin Roy, provided he is not running at the end of the feature event. And Martin Roy was not nearly as fast in his qualifier as we've seen him earlier this year. Again, without the roof, you can really see these guys wrestle their race cars around the track. Up on the wheel, trying to hustle to the front. And Martin Roy is working the rim. He's right off the back of the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Out front, Max Vien leads. The 40 runs in a second spot. Martin Roy is going to lose a spot going to the top of the racetrack. Now picks up a lot of momentum down the backstretch as he tries to get around Chris Kaye. Out front, Vien leads. Dan Brown is second. Matt Woodruff runs third. Fourth, it is Mike Finney. Fifth, Mike Wells. Sixth, Todd Orsby. Seventh is Mike Riel. Eighth, Jason Durgan. Ninth is Pierre Bertillon. 10th, the battle on between Pat McGrail in the 10 and the 1 New York of Greg Atkins as they race for the 10th spot. 12th is Vince Quinville. 13th, George Foley. 14th is Leon Gagnon. 15th is Pat Dupree. 16th is Martin Roy as they mix it up off turn number 2. Roy had to get on the binders. They played bumper tag right in front of him. Vince Quinville losing a spot to George Foley. Chief starter Weasel Bruno with a clenched black flag in hand had it pointed that time at Foley, who used the front bumper to hustle the 78 out of the way. Out front, Max Vien is pulling away. 7 laps complete. Vien's lead is 5 over the 40 of Dan Brown. Then the 55 of Woodruff running in that 3rd spot. 4th, Finney in the 26P. Here comes Mike Wells after that 4th spot. Oh, we got cars spinning over in turn 2. Oh, Chad Blair plowed by Craig Orsby into 0. You could go right on back through the top 12. All right, here they come. Off of turn number 4, green flag. Dan Brown trying to get after it on the outside. Here comes Brown, the 40. Brown puts the wheel out in front. Max Vien comes back on the inside. Seesaw battle for the lead down a front stretch to the stripe. It's Max Vien by 2 feet. Max Vien hanging on the lead. Dan Brown still going after it on the outside as they really mix it up in the middle of the field. Pat McGrail in the 10, Jason Durgan, they got together. McGrail ended up in the infield out back as he races into turn number 3. George Foley is off the pace. Foley is slow in turn 4. The Foley 34 is off the pace, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. George Foley in trouble with a 34. It looks like he's got the left rear tire down. All right, ready to run. 9 laps complete. On our way to 30. Off turn number 4, green flag. Oh, that could have been a major mess. The 40 started to come down on the 25, got a piece of him, and that is very lucky. Dan Brown could have been sent flying up into turn number 1. He's taken the lead away from Max Vien after he got a piece of him along the front stretch going into turn 1. Brown leads. Max Vien runs 2nd. 3rd is Todd Orsby. Running 4th, Matt Woodruff. Pierre Bertillon trying to charge on the outside with a 1. He is 5th. 6th is Mike Riel in the 02. Bertillon going to 4th around the outside of Matt Woodruff. Mike Wells running in the 7th spot. 8 is Jason Durgan. 9th is Mike Finney. They're side-by-side racing right in front of Pat Dupree. He's snookered. He's got no place to go. Same can be said for Martin Roy. They are side-by-side in front of Martin Roy. He's got no place to go. And here comes Todd Ormsby. Ormsby has moved around Max Vien and now is looking underneath the 40 of Dan Brown. On his way to the front, Todd Ormsby is the leader. Ormsby is checking out on Dan Brown, and Max Vienne sensed that contact with Dan Brown. Max Vienne is sliding backwards. He is not nearly up to the same speed that he had earlier. Right now is fourth, and Matt Woodruff's reeling him in. Good racing in the middle of the pack. Martinois has moved to the outside. He's trying to make tracks as Patrick Dupree is now 4 cars in front of him. Dupree is sizing up Jason Durgan to the inside. The pistol, Patrick Dupree goes into the 7th spot. Now looking over Mike Rio. Dupree in the 24, 7th on the track. Martinois trying to get to the top 10 to the inside of Mike Wells. Just past the halfway point. Let's set the field. Todd Ormsby in a different zip code right now. He's checking out. Dan Brown 2nd. 3rd is Pierre Bertillon. 4th, Max Vienne. 5th, Matt Woodruff. 6th is Patrick Dupree. 7th, Mike Rio. 8th, Jason Durgan. 9th is the 1 New York of Greg Atkins. 10th is Pat McGrail. 11th is Martinois. It looks like someone's going to pick up that $250 bonus, provided that 90's running at the end of the feature event. Patrick Dupree looking to find running room. Tried to split the difference between the 25 and the 55. There was no room. No room at the end. This time he looks again along the front stretch, but again he can't get through. As the 25 and 55 race for position, they're racing for 4th. Now on the inside, look at Dupree go. Patrick Dupree down to the inside of Max Vienne, trying to get to the inside of the 55 of Matt Woodruff with 10 laps to go for Todd Ormsby. Todd Ormsby leads by the backstretch over Dan Brown. Pierre Bertillon 3rd, trying to chase him down now is the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Todd Ormsby used to race here a lot back in the dirt days. He never won. He's got a big lead out front. Pierre Bertillon to the inside of Dan Brown for the 2nd position. Bertillon's going to 2nd. He had a good finish a couple of weeks back, and he's running in the 2nd spot. Guy out front who was looking for his first career victory, running up on the back of the pack. 5 laps to go, next time by for the 26. He leads. 2nd is Bertillon. 3rd is Brown. 4th is Dupree. 5th is Woodruff. 6th is Max Vienne. 7th is Jason Durgan. 8th, Greg Atkins. 9th, Martinois. 10th, Mike Rio. 11th, Leon Gagnon. 12th, Pat McGrail. 13th, Vince Quinville. 14th, Don Scarborough. 15th, Chris K.A. 16th, Mike Wells. 17th is Brian Trim. 18th is Michel Vienne. 19th, Craig Riel. 20th is Jason Sawyer. 21st is Adam Barnaby. 22nd is Andy Powell. 22 cars on the lead lap, as the leader is coming off of turn number 4. Lap 27 goes up on the board. Popsicle sticks are out. Next time by for Todd Ormsby in the number 26. He does not want to have a yellow flag. That might bring Dupree in the mix, but Dupree cannot chase down Pierre Bertillon. Coming up on Andy Powell in the 3. White flag is out for Todd Ormsby. Ormsby can tiptoe around these race cars if he wants to. His lead is that big. He doesn't have to press it. He can just follow the 3 if he wanted to. He's going to go to the outside of the racetrack. Here he comes off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Todd Ormsby wins. 2nd, Bertillon. 3rd, Dupree. Oh, look out. Car hitting the tire. That's Greg Atkins. Craig Riel is spun. 4th was the 40 of Dan Brown. Fifth was the double nickel for Matt Woodruff. But Greg Atkins clobbered one of those tires over in turns 3 and 4 as the checkered flag flies. First career victory for Todd Ormsby in the 26 as he smoked the field.
Rob waiting for Todd Ormsby to hop out of that number 26 car. Let's throw it trackside. Down to Rob. Take it away.
All right, Rick, first career victory for Todd Ormsby in the 26. He was faster than everybody in the hot lap session. He was turning times in the 16.4 bracket. He was the only race car in the hot laps to turn times down there. And he was able to back it up in the feature. Work to the front. He's climbing out. First career victory. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. This is Todd Ormsby. Thanks, Zig. Congratulations. You were here in victory lane in the third place position. You told me it was your best career finish. When did you know that you had something really underneath you tonight?
About the time the green flag dropped.
Well, I don't know if you saw the times in the last practice session. Your car was the fastest then, 16.4, the only car in that range. So we had a pretty good idea that yours was a car to watch tonight.
It was definitely fast. Handling was good. Everything just came together, you know.
And then you worked your way, you started towards the front, you worked your way methodically around cars until you were in that front position, and then you were just blowing away everybody. You had a lead of about the full backstretch.
I had actually let up and just tried to hold my groove and not do anything wrong. And
So you had a good idea that the lead was that big.
I had no idea. No.
But you still let up anyways, and that's right, you're going to get the $250 bonus from Mike Perotti. So you get the bounty for beating Martinois. Well, look, anytime somebody wins a first career victory, it's really a cool thing. Congratulations, Todd Ormsby. You did it tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Todd Ormsby, everybody. First career victory.
Good start on the inside for Joyle, but here comes Desatel just flying up on the outside. He's going to have a lead at the stripe. Richner gets into the 58, and he goes around. Holds up the 57 and the 63 as well. Up front, Bill Desatel, Mr. Cheez-It, has a 2-car length advantage over the 21 of Scott Richner. John Michael Brissett trying to hold on to that third spot, but here comes Josh Duravage on the move in the 88. Duravage will look to the inside as they come off 4. Duravage at third at the stripe. One of the cars that got snookered was that 57 of Billy Joyle. He's trying to work his way back toward the front. He is running out of time. They're going to complete lap 8 this time by. Bill Desatel, Scott Richner, Josh Duravage, Chad Collins, John Michael Brissett, 5th. The superstar is 6th. And looking to the inside of Brissett. There'll be 5 to go next time by. Richner continues to close in on Desatel. Richner, it would be career win number 2. Desatel looking for his first. 5 to go. The 45 able to get to the infield. That allows us to stay green. They complete lap number 11. Joyle has worked his way into the number 6 spot. Next on his hit list will be the 75 of Cody Myers. And he'll look to the inside as they go into turn 3 and just drive right on by. Myers tries to fight back on the outside, but it's going to be Joyle to have the 5th spot at the line. Popsicle sticks are out. There'll be 2 to go next time by, and Desatel has opened up a little bit more of an advantage on the 21 car. After Richard closed in, Desatel says not tonight. 2 to go, and it's a 3-car length advantage for Mr. Cheez-It. They're going to have to work their way around the slower car, number 60. Heads to the top of the racetrack, gets out of harm's way. 1 to go. Duravash has moved his 88 into the number 3 spot. Collins is back to 4th. Picking up the dirt in the backstretch with Desatel. It allows Richner to close in just a bit. Checkered flag coming out. Your winner, Mr. Cheez-It, Bill Desatel. Scott Richner gets 2nd. 3rd spot goes to the 88 of Duravash. 4th will go to the 22 of Chad Collins. And Bill Joyle rounds out your top 5 in car number 57. Well, let's go downstairs. Rob standing by to chat with Bill Desatel. Rob, take it away.
All right, Rick, thanks. Bill Desatel, first career victory. As he wins tonight in the Bomber Division, he's out of his car. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. That's his first win. All right, come on over, Bill Desatel. Congratulations on your first career victory. Right over here so that we can see you on camera as well. Congratulations on getting that win. Now, on the last lap, you kind of drove off the backstretch a little bit. Did you think, oh, no, I just let it slip away?
Oh, the handling was going bad. I was just trying to hold Richner off. I thought for sure he was going to get me.
Well, your car seemed to be pretty good. You could tell early on when you made your way quickly to the front, and then you were able to hold off a fast guy like Scott Richner. That has to make you feel pretty darn good to get the first win.
Oh, yeah, especially as good as he's been running.
Well, congratulations, and here's hoping you get several more in your racing career. Nice job.
I'd like to thank A1 Oil. I'd like to thank Nancy Levine. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have the car at all. I'd like to thank Speedy Brissett. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't even be handling like it does. And I want to thank everyone that's ever helped me with it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Bill Desatel. Nice job on getting the victory.
Here they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. Good jump on the inside for the shotgun, but he's going to get circled as the field heads up the backstretch. Seymour Jr. on the outside grabs the lead. Collins moves up. He's going to move through on the inside, take 2nd. Or they're almost 5 wide coming off that corner. Jimmy Collins, is your new leader up the backstretch. Kurt Seymour Jr. back to the number 2 spot. Matt Brusso and the Leclerc 7 battle for that 3rd spot. Look out, we've got cars spinning up turn 3. We've got a car up in the air. That's the Jenkins 33. Now he gets knocked down as if they're playing roller derby back there.
Well, that wraps up another edition of Motorsports Magazine. In the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds tonight, Todd Ormsby with his first career victory. Ormsby was fast in the final practice session, the hot lap session for the Modifieds, and certainly he was the car to beat as he worked his way pretty methodically towards the front and then ended up winning going away in the modified race tonight. He also picks up the bonus $250 bounty that had been posted by the Speedway as Martinois had a tough night, finishing just inside the top 10. Second was Pierre Berthiaume. He's been running well of late. Another podium finish for Berthiaume. Third was Patrick Dupree. Dupree has practically wrapped up the track championship. Not practically, he has wrapped up the track championship in the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified Division. Well, the J&S Steel Sportsman 25-lap feature event took about 38 days to complete, 48 minutes to be exact. When it was all said and done, Robin Wood, who was managed to miss all of the mishaps that were taking place during the race, and he picked up his 5th victory. It was a tough night for several drivers, one of them Bucko Branham, who was not able to finish the race. With that poor finish for Bucko and the win for Robin Wood, Robin Wood takes over the point lead and should have a double-digit point lead going into next week, and there are 2 point-counting races remaining for the J&S Steel Sportsmen. Should have mentioned for the modifieds, just 1 point-counting event remaining, and that's the 50-lap feature event that they'll contest next week. In the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division, Cody Benoit was charging early in that race. When the green flag was flying, he was making a 3-wide move going into turn number 1. He saw space down to the inside, and that was an indication that he wasn't going to waste any time, and he certainly charged to the front, and he was able to win for the 3rd time this season. Another close point race. Lonnie Rivers has taken the point lead back from Kevin Booten, and Booten is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 10 points behind Lonnie Rivers going into next week's race. And again, 2 point-counting races remaining for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division as well. With Lance Raptoy still in the mix, and Robert Gordon, who is certainly finishing strong this season, he's also still in the mix for a point championship for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. The Keysville Napa Auto Parts Mini Modified Feature event was not raced to its conclusion. Unfortunately, there was an accident in turn number 4 that turned out to be a fairly serious accident that involved one of the drivers, Mark Fuster, in the division. Mark had to be extricated from his car because that process was going to take some time. Track officials decided with only 2 laps in that they will finish that race next week at the start of the September 4th racing card. So it basically turns into a double feature for the mini modifieds next week. And finally, in the Monster Energy Drink Bomber Division, Bill Desitel, who's from Schuyler Falls, picked up his first career victory. Desitel was able to hold off Scott Richner, who's from Rouse's Point. He finished in the 2nd spot. Josh Duravage raced to 3rd, and that means unofficially there is now a flat-footed tie atop the points in the Bomber class between Scott Richner and Josh Duravage, and those divisions also have, the 4-cylinder divisions also have 2-point races remaining as we are in the home stretch of the 2010 racing season at the Airborne Speedway. I want to thank Rick Knowles for his work tonight. Also want to thank Gene Gagne for his work on the camera. Thanks as well to all the other folks that help us through the season. Brian McBride, of course, at Plattsburgh.com. And we also want to thank Calvin Castine with Hometown Cable for their efforts in getting the racing program on the internet as well as on your local cable systems. So once again, for Rick Knowles, who is fighting a little bit of a bad tooth tonight, a little bit of a toothache, for Rick Knowles, I'm Rob Knowles. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed tonight's edition of Motorsports Magazine, and we'll see you next time on Motorsports Magazine.